It was the type of question that could get any NATO defense minister on the defensive. And that's exactly how the Secretary General of the alliance reacted when asked about the rising civilian death toll in Afghanistan.
I have never met any individual NATO soldier who intentionally kills innocent civilians. Innocent civilians in Afghanistan are intentionally killed by the enemies of Afghanistan.
And these enemies, the Secretary General said, are the militants.
Those are the people who burn schools, those are the people who spray acid in girls' eyes because they go to school, those are the people who have the improvised explosive devices, those are the people with the suicide attacks who kill innocent Afghan life.
This comes as the Pentagon released a report which claims US forces failed to follow the rules in carrying airstrikes that killed dozens of civilians last month. According to the Afghan government, 140 people died as a result of one of the deadliest attacks since the beginning of the US-led invasion in 2001. Critics blame it on the use of advanced military aircraft, which some experts call overkill.
It's overkill in the very obvious sense that, it's too much firepower for the problem, but it's overkill because it's clearly killing civilians. The United States and Allied forces use these types of systems because they don't have enough troops on the ground.
This comes as Washington sent 21,000 extra troops, part of Obama's surge, which will bring the US forces in Afghanistan to 68,000. That's more than double those of its allies, who have been reluctant to send more soldiers amid shrinking defense budgets. NATO announced plans to cut up to 10,000 of its peacekeeping forces in Kosovo by the end of the year. While this would free up troops, the Secretary General said they won't be necessarily used in Afghanistan.
There was no direct link with Afghanistan.
NATO will dispatch 5,000 extra troops ahead of the presidential election in Afghanistan, but they will be withdrawn after the vote on the 20th of August. When it comes to Afghanistan, the question has been, would sending more troops help curb the rising insurgency and prevent civilian deaths, or simply lead to the further militarization of the region? And while experts agree the Obama Afghan surge will likely send a positive political message, they also recognize that the problem is more and more on the Pakistani border, which has become a safe haven for terrorists. At the NATO headquarters in Brussels for Press TV, I'm Anna Moya.